Ready to get down? What's up, folks? It's Friday, May 17th, 2019. The Funk is back with my weekly show. How's it going, everybody? Hope everyone had a good week. A lot of stuff to cover. A lot of stuff going on this week in sports, in news, entertainment, everything. First off, I want to shout out to all my Chester resident fans who follow me in the Chester, New York area. My friend, you might know if you went to Monroe, he's a Monroe alum. My friend Bill Geiler is running for the town of Chester Highway Superintendent. So please, if you see him, come to your door, sign. He's running as an independent. The election is for the town and village residents only in November. So please, if you see him, he might come to your door with some. I don't know if he's got people coming out to get signatures, but he's running as an independent and he's a good guy. He knows what he's doing. And if you want to contact him via Facebook Messenger, it's Bill Geiler, Geiler. So Bill, good luck. I hope you win, buddy. You're a good dude, and I know you'll do Chester well. A lot of stuff to cover. First thing, the Knicks NBA draft lottery. Okay. Their percentage of getting the first pick was 14%. I want to know, okay, they got the third pick, which I'm not happy, but I'm not happy either way, because they should have got the first pick. But how the Pelicans, who had a 6% chance of getting the number one pick, got the fucking number one pick. How? Of all teams, the Grizzlies got number 2, the Lakers are number 4, and I don't even give a shit. Anything after that, I don't even give a shit. But the fact the Knicks got number 3, I don't know what this means for the Knicks. Are we still going to get Kevin Durant? Or Kyrie going to come here? Is anyone going to come here free agent-wise now? Jarrett is supposedly, the guy from Duke, is supposedly the new, is the new guy. I don't know if, is the other guy on Duke. The other guy on Duke who's, along with Zion, of course, but Zion's definitely going first. But supposedly Anthony Davis wants to leave, still from New Orleans. I don't know why he want to leave. Now you got another guy. You're Batman, and now you got a Robin. So I don't know why you would leave, but he still wants to leave, whatever. So if he comes to New York, great. If we can trade, I don't really want to trade the third pick unless we're really going to get him or something of value. I'm just so mad. I don't want to talk about NBA anymore because it's so far off. They're still in the they're still doing the playoffs final, the conference finals right now. So, anyways, I won't talk about them not until we get to the finals. Right now, they're still in the conference finals. The Jets fired Mike McCagnon. Shocking, but from a lot of Jet fans saying not shocking because they do stupid shit like this all the time. I don't know why they didn't fire him after the season was over. The fact they're doing it now in the middle of May, you already had your draft, you hired a new coach. Everyone thinks Adam Gase was responsible for it. Who knows? Maybe they didn't get along. Everyone's saying Johnson said, he thinks Gase came in and told him, hey, get rid of McCagnon, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Like I said, I'm not a Jet fan, so I don't really give a shit, but who knows? For all the Jet fans out there, I have sympathy for you. A lot of deaths this week. Passing of Tim Conway, a comedy legend, passed away. 85 years old. God bless him. He was a funny bastard. I didn't see a lot of his stuff when I was younger. I saw some of the stuff my parents would watch, but like I said, he was a funny guy up until he died. He was made some cameos in some shows recently, so he's very funny. And Doris Day died, 97 years old. Whew. She lived one of the greatest entertainers of her generation and a great actress and entertainer in her own right. And 97 years old, lived a good life. So rest in peace. And finding out yesterday that Ashley Mazzaro, former WWE diva, passed away yesterday morning. She was only 39 years old. They don't know why. They're still investigating it. They're waiting for the autopsy report, but no one knows. I know she had a lawsuit against them against WWE years ago for injuries she suffered. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on with that. But I condolences to those 3 famous people. To their families that we lost this week. And also another note, Ric Flair, unfortunately, the Nature Boy, had to take him to the hospital yesterday morning. Supposedly he's doing okay. He will recover. But like I said, he's 70 years old. Rick's had a very crazy life. He survived 2 plane crashes. His scare he had a couple years ago. He bounced back from that. He had his 70th birthday party this year. He looked fine. But when you get to be that old, anything can happen anytime. So here's to a speedy recovery, Rick Nate. We hope you get better soon. a lot of other things to cover. I got some emails. I'll take some calls. I'm gonna do my Money in Bank predictions and picks for this weekend. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not. The Money in Bank Women's Tag Team Championship match is the first match. It's the Iconics versus Kairi Sane and Asuka, also known in their new name are the Kabuki Warriors. Who the fuck gave him that name? Well, what's her face wears the Kabuki mask, but Kairi Sane's like a pirate, so I don't know, why that would be. So, but I'm picking the Iconics to retain. I don't think they're losing the belts yet. The Cruiserweight Championship is Tony Nese defending against Arya Daivari. I think Tony Nese holds on to a little while longer. He's only been champion for a little while, so I think he just won at WrestleMania, so I think he'll hold it for a little bit longer. SmackDown Tag Team Championship. We got Rowan and Bryan, the champions, defending against the Usos. Usos are supposedly on Raw, but they're fighting for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship because of the new wild card scenario. I don't know, but guess what? I don't want to see Daniel Bryan and Rowan win, so I'm picking the Usos to win, and they'll be like 8-time tag champs or whatever the hell they're up to now. United States Championship, Samoa Joe defends against Rey Mysterio. I think with Rey Mysterio's son now signing Nick, what's his name? I forgot his name, the son's name. He signed a contract, and he's been in kind of the storyline a little bit. What's the stupid... Dominic, Rey Mysterio's son. So I don't think something's going to happen, but I think Samoa Joe is going to retain. Like I said, I don't see Rey Mysterio winning it. Then we got the steel cage match with Shane and Miz. It's been a very up and down, back and forth. I think Miz wins since she lost at WrestleMania to Shane, so I think the Miz wins this match. Roman Reigns versus Elias, squash match. Roman Reigns is going to kick his ass, so I don't even know why that match is even on the card. The Women's Money in the Bank match. Alexa Bliss had concussion protocol that she did not pass, so she got taken out of the Money in the Bank ladder match and is being replaced by Nikki Cross. So it's going to be Nikki Cross, Naomi, Natalya, Dana Brooke, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Ember Moon, and Carmella. And I'm going out, and I'm saying Bayley. I think my wild card is Ember Moon, but I think Bayley's the odds-on favorite to win. The Men's Money in the Bank match, you got Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, Finn Balor, Ali, Andrade, Sami Zayn, who replaced Braun Strowman after he beat him in a ridiculous Falls Count Anywhere no disqualification match where Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre helped them beat him. So Sami Zayn replaces Braun Strowman. Why, I don't know. And Randy Orton. I'm hearing a lot of things Randy Orton might win. I hope not, because he's won already once. I don't want to see him win it again. But I'm picking Drew McIntyre. My wild card pick is Ricochet, but I'm picking Drew McIntyre to win. SmackDown Women's Championship. I can't believe Becky has to defend both belts in the same night, which I kind of think is bullshit, but whatever. She's defending the SmackDown Championship against Charlotte. I don't think Becky's going to hold on to it just because it's Charlotte, and she's Vince's favorite right now, one of Vince's favorite. So I think she's going to drop it to Charlotte. Just so we have two different women holding belts on two different shows. So I think, if Becky retains, I'll be stunned, but I think Charlotte's going to beat her. Then the Raw Women's Championship, Becky defends against Lacey Evans. I don't think Lacey Evans, they're going to build her up more. So I think that Becky will retain the Raw Women's Championship, but lose the SmackDown Women's Championship. The WWE Championship, Kofi versus KO. This is a tough one. KO came back. He's got some momentum. Kofi's been red hot. He's kind of faded a little bit since WrestleMania, so I think I'm going to go with Kofi's going to retain. And then, this is a rumor, but I think it might happen just because Vince loves Brock. Universal Championship. Seth Rollins defends against AJ Styles. I have a feeling Brock's going to come down, interfere some way, and cost Seth Rollins a championship, and maybe AJ wins. That's one scenario. I want to see AJ win, but I like Seth Rollins. But I think Seth Rollins will keep the title. As much as wild card, if Brock comes out, AJ wins. If he doesn't, Seth retains. I don't know if anyone saw the Big Bang series finale last night. It was great. It was done probably one of the best series finales to a show I've seen in a long time. There's been so many bad ones, but this one was really good. It ended great. I'm not going to ruin it for anybody if you haven't seen it yet. It was really good. It was a tearjerker at the end. I wasn't a Big Bang Theory fan at first. It took me a little while to get used to the show, but these characters and the cast just played so well off each other. It was on for 12 years, and I can't believe it was on for that long. I don't remember being in it. It doesn't feel like it. Just seems like it just started last year. Like, that's how fast this 12 years went. It was a very good show, and like I said, it was the series finale went off the way it should have. was great. It was heartwarming, and you saw how every character went, how she was going to go on in the future with their, what was going to be with with Howard and Bernadette and Sheldon and Amy, and we found out Leonard and Penny are pregnant. If anyone didn't see, I'm sorry, I'm ruining it for you. They found out they're pregnant. Sheldon and Amy win the Nobel Prize. Nothing really with Raj. I didn't really go into Raj that much, but otherwise it was really done well. I liked it. Okay, now this is the thing that pisses me off. Okay, we're waiting for a long time for the DCU to announce who the new Batman was going to be. So I thought they were going to do the next Comic Con, but they're not. They announced it last night, and let me tell you, this is a nightmare. I can't believe that this guy right here, if you can see it, Robert fucking Pattinson. Did this guy look like he could play Batman? No. I'm sorry, the DCU just took a huge step back. I'm stunned. I am so stunned. They could have went with 50 different guys to play Batman / Bruce Wayne, and they picked Robert Pattinson, the Twilight moron. Like, that's the only thing he's been in. That's it. What else has he done since Twilight? Nothing. Because he sucks. He's a horrible actor. He could not act his way out of a fucking paper bag. I'm sorry. And now you're picking him to be one of the main superheroes of your fucking universe? DCU just took about 500 yards step backwards, because after Marvel came out with Endgame and they're still building on Spider-Man and more shit to come, DC is fucked, okay? And I love DC Universe. I love Batman. I love Superman, The Flash, Wonder Woman. I love all those characters. I grew up, my first comic book was Batman, and Marvel, on the Marvel side was Spider-Man. So I've been a fan of both, but I love Batman was my very first comic. And then I purchased Spider-Man eventually. But like I said, I loved, I love that character. But for this guy, like, I can't name, like right now off the top of my head, I could have wrote some down, but I didn't think about it at the time. I was just so upset at this pick of having Robert Pattinson, of all people. Like, if he would have played a villain in the movie or another side character, I would have had no problem with it. Fine, that's good. Because that's what he is. He's a side character. He's a background character. If he could have been a villain, that would have been great. He could have been the vampire bat guy. He's already paid a vampire. He's got vampire background experience. But just because he has vampire acting experience doesn't mean he should be fucking Batman. Oh my God, dude. I literally was like so upset by this last night. Like, out of all the stuff with the Knicks not getting the first pick in the draft, with the death of Ashley Mazzaro and these actors, and Ric Flair going to the hospital, this probably was one of the worst, by far in my world, the worst news ever. Okay, because besides the Knicks, the Knicks are jinxed. And I'll tell you right now, to every Knicks fan out there, until Dolan sells the fucking Knicks, they're going to be jinxed forever. We're never going to see a championship. Like I said, I told my wife, you know when we're going to see a championship? When I'm on my fucking deathbed. And I'll be sitting there in my fucking, in the nursing home, or wherever the fuck I am in the hospital, with fucking all these shit strapped to me, keeping me alive, just to see, and the Knicks will make the finals, just to see, as soon as he hits the fucking game-winning buzzer, then the Knicks win a championship, I'll flatline and die, because that's my luck. But I think that DC's making a big mistake. You don't want Henry Cavill to come back as Superman, big fucking mistake. You let go of fucking Ray Fisher as Cyborg, big fucking mistake. Ezra Miller's out now as the Flash, big fucking mistake. The only still people you got in the DC universe that are still keepers are Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, who's doing the next Wonder Woman, I think comes out next year or this year, I forgot. And then Jason Momoa is Aquaman. You're fucking destroying your universe. You got two keepers. Don't fuck them up. And I'll tell you right now, DC, if you want to fucking get the Flash right, let Grant Gustin, the one who plays the Flash on the CW TV show, make him the Flash. Put him in the movie. I don't give a shit if he's a TV actor. He can be in the movie. He's perfect. He's got the perfect blend of comedy and seriousness. He's a good actor, and I think he would fucking kill it in the DCU as the Flash, because he does it awesome on the TV show. I think he would kill it in the movies. Why he picked Ezra Miller to begin with, who I wasn't a big fan of to begin with, didn't think he should have been the Flash. Was he okay in the Justice League? He was all right. Was I happy with the pick? No. Was I blown away by his performance? No. Do I think they should have had Grant Gustin? Should it be Grant Gustin? Fucking hell, yes it should be. I don't know, man. I'm just like at a loss for words right now, because that to me was was just mind-blowing. And the Knicks, I don't know. We'll talk about the Yankees real quick. The Yankees are doing well. They finally said after Andy Hart, they bring him back from his supposedly, he's got a torn labrum. They let him heal for like a month and a half, whatever it was. And they say, oh, he should be fine now. He's straight. Guess what? You got a torn labrum, dude. You have to let it heal for longer than a month, okay? I don't care how young he is and everything, but you got to let it heal longer than a month, okay? He comes back. He's horrible in the field. He's hitting like shit. So they're like, oh, guess what? We're putting him on the injured list for the rest of the year. He's going to have surgery. Well, guess what? I could have told you to do that fucking 2 months ago because that's when it should have happened. So, anyways, and another thing. I love the Yankees. They're winning right now. I'm happy about it. But Aaron Boone, okay? Aaron Boone's been doing great, okay? Doing good with the team he's got, with all the injuries and stuff. He's good. But the other day, the Yankees had a doubleheader against the Orioles, okay? The Orioles suck. They swept them, no big deal. But J.A. Happ pitched the first game, okay? It was the fifth inning or sixth inning. I think the fifth inning, he was at 62, maybe 64 pitches. It's the fifth inning. And he takes him out to bring in the bullpen. Why? Grady wasn't pitching great. He only gave him 3 runs, and he had settled down. And he was doing fine. Why the fuck would you take out Jay after he settled down and you got a doubleheader? You're going to fucking make... You don't want any guys to pitch 2 games. Why are you bringing the bullpen so soon? At least let him get out of the inning and pitch to the 7th, at least. So you have to use so many guys for the bullpen. You're going to burn out your bullpen. This is what happens every year to the Yankees. They get to the playoffs and their bullpen shot because these morons, either it's been Girardi or Boone, bring in the bullpen too fucking early. I know it's one of our strengths, but you got to have some faith in your starters. Jay Happ's a good starter. Paxton's a good starter. CCN's a little older. Maybe want to pull him once in a while, maybe a little bit early, just to keep him on a lower pitch count because he's old. It's his last year, he's retiring. But CC's been awesome. Tanaka's been good. Domingo Germán has been our fucking ace. He's been awesome. As much as I miss Severino, don't even know he's gone because Domingo's been pitching awesome. I don't know if the Yankees, the rumors are they want to sign Dallas Keuchel. He hasn't signed with anybody. But then I heard he has a lot of issues, mental issues and stuff, so I don't know what's wrong with him. Lee Funk, I didn't get a question emailed. Can I ask here when you're done ranting? Why do you care so much about acting? Well, dude, I care about acting because I love the DC universe, and I want to see a good actor play Batman, you know? Was I thrilled with Ben Affleck? No, but he was a decent actor, so I said, let's see what he does. You know, he was terrible as Daredevil years ago. That was just garbage. But Robert Pattinson hasn't done shit, dude, since the Twilight movies. He's been like in a couple movies as a background character, side character. He's done nothing. Nothing. Besides, those when he dies, that's what he's remembered for. The Twilight movies. That's it. Unless he becomes the greatest Batman in the history of fucking DC or of all time, which I don't see happening, this movie's going to suck. I'll tell you right now, as much as I love Batman, I will not go pay and see this movie. There's no way in God's green earth I'm going to go see this movie. Unless between now and the time they start making it, they cast somebody else, I will not see it with Robert Pattinson as Batman. No way. It's going to be so bad. I can't even describe how bad it's going to be. Like, unless the script is really good, and the other characters in the movie like pick up for why he sucks so bad, maybe. But I'm not gonna go see it. I'll wait till it comes out on Blu-ray or DVD, or wait till it comes out on demand, or rent it from Redbox or whatever. I will not go to the movie theater and pay my hard-earned money to see that guy play Batman. There's no way. Everyone's like, "Oh, you'll go see." No, I won't. I'll tell you right now. When that movie comes out, I won't talk about it. I'll be like, "Oh, Batman's coming out. That's great." I'm not gonna go see it because it's gonna suck. I'll tell you that right now. I got some emails here. Where'd they go? Let's see. Emails. Oop, wrong spot. Emails. I got one email. Oops, where are they? Where'd they go? Okay. I got an email from Ian. Ian Jacobs, former Monroe alum. Shout out to him. Hey, bud, so I had my final interview and I got the job with Pep Boys. I'm sure I love it. Some of the employees are very insubordinate, and one of these guys calls me Easy E. When I explained to him that my name is Ian, he goes, so? He's a Hispanic guy with a bun in his head, so I'm handling it delicately. In the meantime, I did have an interview with Red Lobster as a front-end manager, and it went well. It pays a little bit more than Pep Boys, and the staff doesn't seem hostile or diverse. They sent me home with a written assessment. Tell me how you would answer this, please, because I'm stuck on these questions. Assessment questions I hate to do when you have to for applications or anything, filling them online or whatever. Oh, they're a pain in the ass. The first one is, tell me about a time you succeeded at work and a time you failed. Whatever experiences you have, man, that's what you got to tell them. Like I said, I don't know your background, how it was that when you worked at Golden Corral, or whatever jobs you had before that. So I would probably go with that. Or why are you looking for a new job? Tell them because the job I'm at now sucks. Not in that way. Just say I'm not liking where I'm working right now. If they ask why, just say I'm not happy with the employees. I'm not happy with the way I'm being treated, or whatever. I'm sure they'll understand. The other question: is there anything that we should have asked you, but we haven't? If they ask you that, I would just leave it alone. I wouldn't even ask you, like, no, just put no. Unless there's something that you really need to have answered. Tell me how this restaurant will be different after you've been employed for 90 days. That's a good question. I don't know how to answer that because I'm not in the restaurant business. I couldn't tell you, man. That's something you'd have to think about with your background in the restaurant business. So that's all you, man. I can help you on that. What critical feedback do you most often receive? That's a good one, man. That might help you. Like I said, I don't know what critical feedback you've gotten from other jobs. Like I said, this is all personal experience, man. So I don't know how, if you would have gave me some answers here with them, I could have maybe, went a little bit more into them, but I don't know. What have been your most positive and negative management experiences? There you go. There's maybe say Red Lobster right now, and what happened at Golden Corral. And this one hangs me up a lot. What are your salary expectations? Whatever you think you're worth, man. Whatever. If you want to try to get more than what you get paid at Red Lobster or whatever you got paid at Golden Corral, I would go for it because you have the experience. So, don't be afraid to ask. Set yourself to a limit you think is good, and then go there. And they say no, or they want lower or higher, then try to finagle them. Try to make a cut to a compromise with them. At this point with my role at Pep Boys, it's hard to be at a job that you are really unhappy at. When I wake up and look in the mirror, I say, is this what you want in life? Is this how you get to making $1,000 per week? Better than what I'm making right now, which is nothing. Because that's my goal, really. That would change my life. I'm at a crossroads. I also spoke to Gail, and it breaks my heart to find out she's on dating websites. I always thought she'd be back. You even said she'd come back. Well, she didn't. The thought of her calling with another guy brings me to my knees. Are you a jealous guy, Jerry? Was there ever a time when a guy hit or flirted with your wife? How did you handle it? There was a time when my wife, before we got married, when we were dating, that her ex-boyfriend sent her some stuff, was calling her. This was before really cell phones came into play. Was calling her and leaving messages and this and that. So I found out where he worked, and I got his car towed. Anyways, sorry for all the career questions. I'm going to try and call in, but I start at 12. Wish me luck because I'm dreading it. If Hidalgo calls me Easy E again, I'm going to tell him this is a warning. Next time is a write-up for you, mister. Have you ever been written up? Why did they write you up, and how did you react? Yeah, man, you're the boss. Tell them, hey, that's not my name. I don't want to be called that. And if you're not going to stop calling me that, I'm going to write you up. I've been written up before for stupid shit, or just for like latenesses or whatever. But sometimes, when family comes into play, daughter's bus is late, wife's car breaks down, shit happens, you get written up. If it happens more than a couple times a year, they get pissed. I've been written up for stupid things. I react. I explained myself the best I could, and if they didn't like it, what was I going to do? As long as they didn't fire me, get you, whatever, or decrease your pay. There's nothing you can do about it. So I take it as best as I can. Have a good weekend and a great Memorial Day, Jerry. Ian, not Easy E. Thanks, Ian. Thanks for the email. I got another one from Dan Pasqua, former New York Yankee of the 80s. Dear Jerry Garvin, I appreciate the reply, and I let Butch and his family know. It is a very touchy subject for them, especially since his niece was killed by a drunk driver several years ago. Oh, I'm sorry for the loss. I get you were just a kid at the time of the alleged incident you described, but what Butch says absolutely never happened. Dude, I remember that like it was yesterday, okay? And I'm sorry. Maybe he might remember because it was a long time ago, but I remember it. And he was one of the guys. He wasn't the only. I'm not saying he was the only one guy, but there's a couple others, but he was one of them. But you really shouldn't ever publicly slander someone in the way you did unless you have the fact. Otherwise, you could end up being sued. Trust me, I know. But as far as I'm concerned, this was a hiccup and it's water under the bridge, bud. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. Exciting times in Yankee land indeed. Sometimes the chemistry of a team just comes together, addition by subtraction. And that's what we are seeing now. Although I was out of New York at the time, do you remember a kid by the name of Kevin Moss? The and the wrecking he put on the AL for a few months back in 1990. Yes, I remember the Moss Man. Sometimes opportunities arise and people run with it, Jerry. Kevin actually sells insurance now. In his free time, he dedicates his time to the Lord. How about you, Jerry? Are you religious and I can't even say the word. Religious and I can't say it. Are you religious? The Boys and Girls Club of Chicago is always looking for donations. Perhaps a fundraiser on your program will be a nice gesture. Let me know your thoughts. I'll consider it. I'll see what I can do. Quick story about the Yanks from the Golden Era. You remember Claudel Washington? Yes, I do remember Claudel Washington. There's another guy who had a ton of baseball cards, doubles and triples of, besides your card, Dan. Well, Claude was a very strange guy, typically quiet and reserved, unless you interrupted his meditation. Mel Hall, the obnoxious prick that he was, would always go out of his way to make a scene in the locker room when he had a bad game, which was more often than not. No shit. Anyway, one day, after the showers, it came to a heated argument, and they were both nude, had to be pulled apart by Espinosa and Pagarulo. Well, both Claude and Mel literally had oversized penises. Picture a deli meat hanging from the ceiling. It was known in baseball. Anyhow, upon being pulled apart, Mel literally smacked Pags with his penis. It made a very loud slap sound that everyone laughed at. Claude then looked at SB and did the same thing. Next thing you know, these two maniacs are chasing Mike and Alvaro around the locker room with their enormous penises. It sounds gross, but trust me, the visual is the funniest thing you ever saw. It sounds funny. I don't want to picture the visual, but I can imagine it was funny at the time. This is the kind of fun hijinks that would often happen on long road trips to kill time. MLB is a brotherhood indeed, Jerry. What kind of similar bonding moments have you ever had with teammates on teams you've been on? For such a sports guy, I can't believe you aren't involved in professional sports on a team in some capacity. I played sports growing up, but like I said, I didn't get any farther than playing Babe Ruth League in baseball and high school sports. Otherwise, it is a camaraderie, in the locker room with teammates, and you guys travel together and stuff. Like my baseball Babe Ruth team was a travel team, and I was like the oldest out of the team, pretty much probably the oldest guy. Besides one of the guys, we were the two oldest guys on the team. The other guys were a year too younger, and travel. I mostly drove them because a lot of guys didn't have their licenses or whatever, couldn't drive past a certain time. So I drove some guys, and I had some good times. Nothing like that. I'll tell you that. Nothing with penises coming out. Sorry, nothing that good. I look forward to your new show and wish you continued success, Danny Pasqua. Thanks, Dan. I'll get back to you maybe on the Oh, do I have a caller already? Chief Funk Saran, Jerry speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Jerry.
What's up, Paul?
I don't have much time today, but I wanted to chime in on the Knicks, if that's okay.
Okay.
I think the Knicks are now 12 to 1 to win in the Vegas odds makers. So I don't think that this was really a bad move, since they had a better chance of getting a leader pick.
Like I said, I really was hoping for the first pick more than anything. But like I said, the kid Jared's pretty good. But I heard a lot of stuff that he's kind of like a John Starks, but plays a little bit better. Plays, I think, not as much defense as John used to play. I don't think he's much of a consistent shooter as everyone thinks he is. But like I said, we'll see what happens. They might not even take him. Who knows who they're going to... I really don't know who the Knicks are going to take. As long as Perry and Mills don't fuck up the draft, and, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really touch and go, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm really... Like I said, it's going to be definitely a draft that's going to give me anxiety because, like I said, and the draft is key. On if Kevin Durant's going to come here, if Kyrie Irving or Kemba Walker or any of these free agents are going to come here, the draft is key. If we can get one of those good guys, I think that's going to be. I'm pretty sure if Zion was coming here, there would be no really thing to worry about because these guys are going to want to come and play with him. But with
I think Zion is really too big. Really, it's like a big gorilla. Like he's not made for basketball, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's good. I think he's kind of got like a LeBron build, but a little bit beefier. He's not as beefy as LeBron is, but he's got like the size and the wingspan and stuff. And I think he can do stuff that other guys can't. Now, for a big guy, he can run the floor. He's a good ball handler. He can rebound. He's a good shot blocker. I think he's the full package. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what he does with the Pelicans. Who knows? That's if the Pelicans don't trade him. Trade him or trade.
As a long-time Yankee fan, I can't believe we're discussing Claudel Washington's big black penis.
I know. Dan Posker sent me the email, man. I was laughing. I couldn't believe it. I knew he was gonna tell me a story, but I didn't think it was gonna be that kind of story. But it was funny.
Yeah, I gotta go, but you're the best in New York sports. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Paul, man. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you next week, pal. Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye. Paul, thanks for the call. Anyone, I'm taking calls right now, 845-825-1227. What do you want to talk about? Sports, entertainment, deaths, the NBA Finals. Ruben says on Facebook Live, shout out my boy Ruben, says, you think Zion stays in Duke? That's a good question. They were saying he might stay another year. I don't know. Unless they're going to offer him a really good contract, I could see him coming out of Duke and getting drafted. But if he doesn't want to play for the Pelicans, he could stay. It's really his call. Like, I don't know how he is. He's only played 1 year at Duke. So does he want to get finished and get his education, maybe build up his career? Like I said, a lot of guys have only played 1 year. Some guys haven't even played college and went right to the NBA. LeBron and Kobe, and so I don't know. Is he that kind of player? Who knows? I think Zion is a good player. He could be something special. That's why I really want him to come to New York. Who Pelicans get if he stays? I don't know. There's the Morant is really good, and the other guy Jarrett from Duke as well. I've only went so deep on the first 3 picks. Just once I found out the Knicks got to pick third, I really just didn't go any further past that. The Lakers are behind us, so whoever we don't get, I'm pretty sure the Lakers are going to grab. But like I said, I really think the Knicks got fucked. They're jinxed. They're jinxed because of fucking Dolan. Until Dolan sells the team, the Knicks are always going to suck, I think. And they're always going to be, unless this year, if they have a freak miracle this year and Durant comes and Kyrie or Kemba Walker or whoever, and we get a really good player from the draft, I don't know. Like I said, the draft is key. Because if we don't get at least a good player that one of these free agents is going to want to play with, I don't think anyone's going to come here. Period. Is Fizdale going to still be the coach? I think so. Everyone likes Fizdale. That's the one reason why I think they got him. These other players respect him, so I think they're going to want to come and play for him. So, I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm taking phone calls. 845-825-1227. Next week, my show's going to be switched to a different time. I will keep you posted what time it's going to be, either Friday night or Saturday, just because I got to figure out time frames. We'll have the house, the apartment to myself, just because at night it's tough. My daughter goes to sleep a certain time. I might do it when then. I just got to make sure it can't be too loud, which sucks. I don't want to wake her up. So that's why I'm trying to do it when they're both not home like I do now. They're both right now at work and in school. And I'm starting my new job next week. So that's one reason why I have to change time. So wish me luck next week in my new job. I start Monday. So we're just waiting to hear back from. And I have another job. I went for another job offer too. They wanted me to come in for an interview, but I haven't heard back from them yet. That job is better than the one I'm going to work at, but right now I need to work. So unless they get back to me sooner than later, which I haven't heard from them today, I called, emailed, haven't heard anything. So I hate waiting. And this job is a lot better. It pays more than the job I'm starting Monday. So, like I said, I don't know. I know, but I got to work, so I got to start this other job anyway, either if these people call me back or not. So, anyways, folks, any more calls? Any calls? Paul called in. Anyone? 845-825-1227. I'm taking calls for a few more minutes. The Yankees play tonight. They're hosting the first place Rays. This should be a good weekend. We got Hicks back this week, which is good. I don't know. We signed Kendrys Morales, who I was kind of surprised about. He's a good switch hitter. He can play first base a little bit. DH, he can give Luke Voigt a couple of days off. I don't know what this means for Greg Bird. He's still out. John Carl Stanton had a setback supposedly. It went from being his bicep strain to now his shoulder. So I don't know, but that's when he's going to be back. No really word on Aaron Judge. His oblique is still there. I think he's starting to throw a little bit, I think. I don't know if he's hitting yet, but I think he's slowly doing slowly easing into baseball activities. The Giants had a good training. They started a little bit of rookie camp. Eli was there. Everyone's saying Eli looks really good. They signed a couple of guys in the offseason for tackle and guards. So we'll see how the new line looks, if they can protect Eli and Jones if he plays. Otherwise, that's about it, folks. It should be Memorial Day weekends next weekend. I'm going to try to do a show, like I said, either Friday or Saturday. The time's not going to be 12 noon. I'll definitely be probably night or late afternoon. Let's keep you posted. I also have my Instagram account up and running. It's under gfunk_rants. Follow me on Twitter at s_gfunk. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, gfunk rants. And follow me here on Facebook. Folks, no more calls, so I'm going to go. I'll talk to you next week. I'll keep you posted when I'm going to be doing my next show. I got to go. I'll see you when I see you. Oh, wait, my music. What happened? I got to go. I'll see you when I see you. I said that already. Bye.